Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's running of the Spartan Rock here at the Roval. Going to have 50 laps to decide the winner here tonight at the Rockingham Roval, and until tonight I had no idea that that Rockingham even had a Roval situation, but here we are as these drivers get ready for week 2 in this series. This is brought to you by IROC TV, the IROC Roval series. It's pretty awesome and unique. I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Spartan Transportation LLC and Loud Pedal Gaming TV. Make sure you check those guys out as we get ready to see these guys take the road and post their qualifying laps here at Rockingham. Currently, we are looking at Rob Kitchen. We're going to actually take an onboard here of Rob coming through turns 1 and 2 of the regular turn of the Rock. He's going to come down this backstretch. You see the cones right before 3 and 4. He's going to dive down in there to take that infield turn here. And the track looks pretty tricky, especially in these cars. These cars don't have a lot of weight to them, so these drivers are going to have a challenging night ahead of them. Comes through the next turn. You can just see how the back of this car just wants to step out. These are the Mazdas that they are running in this road series, or I guess you could call it Roval series. Brings it back out to the main track here at the Rock, through the middle of 3 and 4. Looks like Boren's already posted his lap time of 1 minute 3 seconds. And coming across the start-finish line, Rob posts a 1.8. Looks like Randall's going to call it a day with that lap time, as well as, Randall is going to call it a qualified attempt with that lap time, as well as Kyle Pettigraph in second place. See if Kitchen, just gonna see if he was able to cut some time off, but looks like he is done as well. And it looks like the field is set with Randall Boren taking home the pole in that 004 or 004. I'm not sure what I want to call it yet. Got Kyle Pettigraph in that number 14 and Rob Kitchen in the 87 that we were riding on board with there. See if I can't pull up some information from the previous race from last week. Just want to see how the points are. Let's see. Green. And green flag is in the air as these guys are taking off. Bourne gets a great start in that 004. Rob back there in third place, side by side. Kyle Pettigraph's going to go to the inside here in the first turn. He's going to overtake him quickly in that hot dog stand podcast Mazda. But back to the inside goes Randall as they dive off into turns 2 and 3. Doing a great job there. Oh, sounds like Rob Kitchen gets into the wall. I heard a loud bang, but back up front, battling for the lead, these two. Side by side, coming through the corner. Randall gets a great run off the corner, putting some distance there between himself and Pettigraph. Woo! That was a good turn there for Kyle in that number 14. As he's trying to reel in that first place. Oh, looks like he's coming down pit road. So back up front, Boren is in the lead. Rob is in pits now with his damaged vehicle, and Randall is running away with this one. See, it does a great job here downshifting through the turns. Turns 1 and 2. Well, 3 and 4 actually. Gets back in the gas, gets going. Coming around to the next corner. Shuts off the gas just a little bit there. Hugs that inside lane, gets it going. Pettigraph back out of pits. Not sure, maybe he had a black flag. But Randall here coming through that infield, coming out right now. Riding on board with Randall Boren. Coming through turns 1 and 2. Has about a 30-second lead over second place of Kyle Pettigraph. Rob Kitchen right now, I believe he's being towed to pit road. So far he's being shown about 2 laps down here in this 50-lap race. Let's see if we can't get a ride on that right front suspension here. See him get going, dive down into this corner right here, get as close as he can to those rumble strips, back to the other side on those rumble strips, gets back out onto the main road. Randall is hitting all of his marks. Has about a 30-second lead over second place here with hitting lap 4. This is a pretty cool angle to be watching from here. Coming off that turn and now going to head off into turns 3 and 4. Woo. Might I remind you, anything can happen with these guys. Any wreck could really throw off this car. So Randall's, even though he's 30 seconds ahead of Kyle, it doesn't mean that he can make that happen or even finish that far ahead of him if he makes a mistake. And 50 laps at a Roval style situation, yeah, it's going to be pretty tough. See if we go back and check on Kyle right now. Lost 2 seconds that time by. But keeping it at a steady pace right now, trying to see if he can't gain on him. Let me take a look at, let's see. Right now, Randall was 3 seconds faster than Kyle was on that last lap. Randall ran a 104.67 while Kyle ran a 107.09. Right now, Kitchen, I believe he is back. Oh, it looks like he may have had another incident here. Gonna have to go back and take a look at that really quick. It looks like here he's coming out of pit road. He's got a brand new car. Not sure what would have happened. We'll see if we can't see what happened here. Massive damage to that right front, or the left front though. He left pit road. And it looks like possibly a minute later the situation happened. Not sure what situation. But we will see here. We'll follow him around for this lap. See him coming down the front stretch here. Around this time is when it would have been he would have had that damage coming through the corner. Oh, he just loses it coming through. Turns 1 and 2, goes to the inside. Oh, hard impact to that inside wall, unfortunately. And come back alive, and he is back down pit road getting that Mazda serviced. And back up front, Kyle has gained 5 seconds since we last checked on these guys. Watching that replay. Looking at Kyle Pettigraph right now from New Albany, Indiana. Just down the street from me. Well, I won't say just down the street. It'd be a hike. We'll say that. The schedule for these guys is going to be a lot of fun. See, where did I put that schedule? This week we're at Phoenix. Next Sunday we're going to travel to, or I'm sorry, that is Phoenix next Sunday. And then after that, in 2 weeks, Las Vegas, Auto Club, Charlotte, Pocono, New Hampshire, Atlanta, Kansas, Indianapolis, Texas, Homestead, Gateway, and Iowa. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of tracks on that schedule that I did not know had Rovals. So that's going to be really interesting to see as the season progresses. So these guys start with 40% fuel, 1 set of tires, and 1 fast repair. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that Rob Kitchens already used that 1 fast repair. So now he's got to sit there and wait for this thing to become fully repaired while these guys still have at it on the racetrack. And you see, Randall is not really well. I don't want to say cutting the corner because he can go down below that yellow line as much as he wants to and needs to. But coming through out of turn 3 and 4, you see he's trying to cut the track, keep that distance between him and Kyle. Right now, Kyle's shaved off about another half second to Randall. Randall's doing a great job. He did lose about 5.5 seconds to Kyle before, but now Randall has been able to get back underway and keep the distance at pretty much a steady pace here at Rockingham. I want to make sure you guys check out www.iroc-series.com. IROC has been around for quite a few years. I know these guys very well, and they do a great job with their series to really bring a lot of iRacing to everybody. They've got the IROC Dash for Cash, the Challenge series, just a lot of different IROC experiences, and I'm telling you, it's some of the best racing that you will see around here. You can go to their website, and it'll take you straight to their Facebook page, and everything of that nature. See here, lap 12. Kyle's really not been able to catch up to Randall so far. Rob Kitchen still on pit road. Doing a great job. Again, want to thank you guys for joining us. Make sure, if you want to be a part of this league, go check out um, IROC Series on Facebook. Make sure you get linked up, and then you can find irocseries.com. And follow them. They, got over 850 followers on Facebook. Series has been around since 2020. Been a great, great series. They do a lot of different, or they do other different series. This is the IROC Roval series that you're tuning into right now. It's going to be Sundays 8 p.m. So if you want to get in on this, think you can throw your hat in the ring and make some things happen and put your what am I trying to say? What's the word? Man, I don't know, but if you're trying to win, or if you think you can win, get out here and join this series. A lot of great tracks on the schedule. As we're watching Kyle right now in his hot dog stand podcast, Mazda come through turns 3 and 4 of the normal Rockingham track. You see him come down below that yellow line to cross that start-finish line. Let's take a look at the lap times that time by. That time by, Kyle was faster by about a whole second. He ran a 103.62 while Randall ran a 104.27. This is a fantastic series. Going through the rule book here. Um, Nothing really out of the ordinary. Just no intentional wrecking or things of that nature. Looks like I have a total of 16 drivers signed up right now. Um, Looking to see what else they may have. It looks like it's pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy here. Unfortunately, only two drivers on the track right now. Randall Boren and Kyle Pettigraph. Rob Kitchen still down pit road getting that thing fixed after we saw him smack that inside wall. Taking a lot of damage on that left front, as deemed him not able to race, but looking at the outside of that vehicle, it is slowly getting repaired. Took a hard look to that inside wall. I think we can take a quick look at it again here as he was coming through turns 1 and 2 and just lost it right here. Gets really loose, comes down, smack hard into the inside wall. And when I did see him try to go, that left front tire did not move. So hard impact for Rob Kitchen there. Back up front, Kyle in that number 14 has shaved off about another second and a half here with 18 laps in the books right now. Randall doing a good job just really setting the pace, racing his own race, not paying attention to Kyle back there. It looks like Rob Kitchen now coming off of pit road, 14 laps down, unfortunately, for Rob, and a lot of damage still to that number 87, but he can get out there and get some practice as the leader is catching up on him to put him another lap down. Let him go on by. Didn't want to mess him up or waste his time. Check in on Kyle. He has cut that lead down. He was about 31 seconds back. Kyle's been able to cut that down to 22.7 on that perspective. The question is, does he have enough time to cut into it even more? And I think the answer is yes. He's almost cutting about a second a lap off. Let me take a look at See if we can't find their lap times. Let's see. See if we can't find this here. Yep. Is that the one I want? No, I'm looking at the wrong. Oh, that's just going by off of who he's closest to. There we go. 22.3 seconds. You see it down there for the battle for first. Running him down. Almost got into the 21s. .10 is the current distance between the two. Woo! It's really close to that grass there coming off of the turn. See if we can get right on board on the gyro cam. Here's what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna give it an IROC TV. Crank it up. I'm gonna crank up these engines so you can just hear them going through their shifting, getting back into the throttle full speed, and we'll just enjoy the sounds of these cars real quick. And we have hit the halfway point here tonight in the running of the Spartan Roval 50 here on IROC TV. I want to thank you for coming on board with me tonight. Also want to thank Spartan Transportation LLC and Loud Pedal Gaming we've literally watched Kyle in this number 14 reel in the leader. Now, at one point, he was almost 31 seconds down. He's back down to under 20 seconds back. The question is, does he have enough time to reel in Randall? Randall's got to hit all of his marks. He's got to stay far enough ahead because if he makes any mistakes, that gives Kyle the opportunity to pounce and make it happen. And that is not something Randall wants to see in that 004 Sim Coaches Mazda. Coming up on Rob Kitchen again here. Put him another lap down. That made him check up a lot. He lost almost a full second on Kyle right there. Kyle was able to really reel it in right there. Down to under 19 seconds behind. Man. That time by. Taking a look at the telemetry. Waiting for Kyle to cross the line. It'll tell me what I want to know. And he's about to cross. 1:03. Almost 3 seconds faster than Randall that time by. Kyle has brought this in 14, almost 14. Oh, actually, Randall's gone down pit road for his pit stop. Remember, there's only 40% fuel capacity in the start of this race, so they have to make that pit stop. That is what Randall is doing right now. Brings it down. The question is he going to do? He's got one set of tires as well. Is he going to change those tires? It doesn't look like it. We've not seen the car go up yet. Looks like he's doing fuel only, so he's going to be in and out of this pit stop. So far, he's been on pit road for about 52 seconds. Kyle was able to catch him and pass him there. He is now the current leader, but he's also going to have to make that drive down pit road. It's just a matter of when. And there he is. He's now coming down pit road himself. And Randall's still on pit road. This is a very long pit stop. I'm not sure what these pit stops typically run for these guys. Down and away goes Randall. Let's see how much time he makes up on Kyle. Kyle's still making his way down to his pit stall. In that number 14. Oh! Did he miss it? No, he stopped too early. He's rolling into his pit stall really slow. As we see here, Randall making his way through the infield of the track. Coming out, we'll see how far ahead he does get of Kyle. Kyle's down and away! 26-second pit stop compared to Randall's 1 minute. That is a huge difference. Randall's only coming through the front stretch while Kyle's already headed into turns 1 and 2 with 19 laps to go here. What a flip-flop of position here. Not sure what happened to Randall on pit road, but he was 18 seconds ahead. Now he's 21 seconds behind. Randall doing everything he can to catch up to Kyle. I'm really wondering, I'll be interested to know if Randall jumped down pit road and took tires. Definitely gonna have to check in on that at the end of this one. 16 laps to go here in this three-car shootout for a win here tonight. Unfortunately, Rob Kitchen quite a few laps down, 16 laps down, had a too early instance and back into the outside wall here for Rob Kitchen in that Family Guy Mazda. He's had a pretty rough night here. And Randall Boren was our leader for quite a bit of this race from lap 1 to about lap 25. And then it all changed there. An over a minute pit stop allowed Kyle to catch up and overtake that position under green flag pit stops. And now Kyle Pettigraph is in the lead by about 18 seconds. Kyle gained a whole lot of time on him coming down pit road. Only had a 26-second pit stop at the end of this one. We'll definitely be interested to find out what everybody did on pits there, because that will be a telltale sign of who took 2 tires, who took 4, who took none, and who just took fuel and go. Oh, and he's catching lap traffic going back to the inside. Almost got into the back of Rob there. Make sure you check out the Facebook page here for IROC Series. Just look up IROC Series on Facebook, and you can check out how to join this series as well as their other series that they have going on. They've got quite a few good ones. Looks like they even had their Dash for Cash back in May. So make sure you follow them on Facebook too. Just stay up to date on what they're doing, as well as the introduction of new seasons and recruiting races and things like that. Man, Randall's doing everything he can to try and catch Kyle here in these late stages of this one. 13 laps to go this time by. 19.8 seconds back from the leader right now. He is trying to reel them in. He keeps just not able, when it comes to the infield portion of this track, he just really loses it here. $12 to go this time by, and just as long as Kyle hits all of his marks, keeps it going, while we're riding on board here with Randall Boren, your pole setter here tonight, led over half the race and lost the lead under green flag pit stops and just overdrove that corner right there, trying to get back into it. Man, And it's got to be, you know, if you're Randall, you got to be somewhat heartbroken because you did everything you could to bring home this W tonight, but unfortunately, looks like he may come up short-handed here. We're coming down to 10 laps to go here. He's all the way on the throttle on this one. He's shifting through the gears, trying to get as much as he can out of it. Check in with our leader. Catching up to lap traffic here. You see, one thing I wanted to say when we were riding on board and just listening to the sights and sounds of these guys, Kyle's, just the way he was racing he was 20 seconds back. Whoa, almost gets into the lapped car. Able to stay off of him, but when he was about 20 seconds back, he was just driving the car so hard, and you can see that. But now here, you see just a different demeanor, a more relaxed approach, if you could say, here at Rockingham. Coming across the line with 9 to go here. I want to remind everybody, next week, 8 p.m., right here on IROC TV. You don't want to miss it. The Roval series continues on to Phoenix. That will be a fun and exciting one. Make sure I said that correctly. I believe I did. Oh man, and now trouble for the leader. Not what he wanted to see. And he's stuck. He's stuck in the wall. This is going to give it to Randall. Randall coming down the backstretch, heading into the turn, and now Pettigraph has just towed himself to the pit road. We've got to go back and take a look at what happened there. Just unbelievable. Oh, I hit the wrong button. We'll see if we can't get a slow-mo here. Coming down the backstretch, you see Pettigraph making that turn. He's done it this whole race, doing it just fine. Just went a little too hard down into the corner, I believe. Touches the grass, and the moment you touch that grass, it's all over from there. Starts to try to turn it, tries to slow it down, slams on the brakes, but he's going way too fast that inside wall and just hits that wall and gets stuck right there. Man, what a heartbreak for him. We're going to go back and take a look again. We're going to ride on board like we were before. You see, overdrives it just too much and just slams hard into that outside wall. And now back up front, Randall Boren, your pole sitter. It's all but his at this point. I mean, anything can happen. We just saw it with the previous leader, slammed head on into the wall, and that was all she wrote. So now this is Randall's race to lose here tonight. We will see if he is able to pull it off. 7 laps to go here at Rockingham. As long as no one wrecks. Pettigraph back out on track. He is being shown 58 seconds behind. So, just think about this. If something were to happen with the leader, the same thing happened with Kyle, and Randall had to tow himself to pit road, Kyle could still win this thing. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. 7 laps to go here on IROC TV. I want to thank you for tuning into the IROC Roval series. Huge shout out to Spartan Transportation LLC as well as Loud Pedal Gaming. You've been seeing their logos all night up in the top right corner of this broadcast. My name's Timothy Hammond, and I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight. And it looks like Kyle's back down pit road. Not sure if maybe he has a black flag. In his pit stall. Not down and away yet. This just helps Randall increase his lead over Kyle. Kyle's down and away now. 1 lap down. So right now, Randall's got this thing in the bag easily now. If he can he's just got to finish the race. That's all. Finish the race and not hit anything. Randall now taking it easy, obviously, through these last couple of laps. Really doesn't have to push it. Running about 1 minute 4 second lap times here. And I really, if I was Randall, I'd be coasting to a victory here tonight at Rockingham as we come down to 4 laps to go. Only 4 laps to go here at the Roval. I'm sorry, not the Roval. I just think that all the tracks are called Roval. But no, here at the Rockingham Roval, got to be specific as to what track we are at, because we are not in Charlotte. Right now, looking at the gap between first and second, about 1 minute and 52 seconds separates first and second. Right now, Randall coming down to 3 to go. He's got it made. He had one listed on pit road. Not sure what that was, but hopefully after the race we get to talk to him and ask him to see what happened. Because he drove hard into that corner. You got to be careful. That's where Kyle messed up. Doesn't want to have the same result as him coming through those corners. coming to 2 to go. And right now, Kyle just ran his fastest lap of a 1:03.33, fastest lap of the race as well. Randall's fastest lap was he just ran his fastest lap, a 1:03.47. Not sure why Randall's pushing the envelope when he's got this thing all but wrapped up, or actually all but not wrapped up, I guess you could say. Oh, I just heard somebody wreck somewhere. Yeah, sounds like something happened to Rob Kitchen. Again, let's go take a look here. Rob coming down the backstretch. Coming into that corner. Coming in way too hot again, I think. Yeah. Woo! Saves it. And then another one right here. Coming through. Oh, he blew the engine. That's what the noise was that we heard. But back up front. Oh, back up front. Here we go. Randall is taking the white flag. He's got it. All he's got to do is finish now. Finish ahead of Kyle. We'll say that. Coming through the infield. Doing a great job. Man, to think that he almost lost this one on pit road. Coming through the final turn. Checkered flag is out for Randall here at the Rock. Able to bring it home. P1. Qualified on the pole. Finishes first place. Did a great job here tonight at the Spartan Rock 50 at the Rockingham Roval. This was a new track for me. I'd never seen the Rockingham Roval. Didn't even know it was big enough to have a Roval. But I guess anything is possible. Hopefully we'll get to have a word with the winner here shortly. He's coming around to his victory lap, or well, his burnout most likely. Coming down to the start-finish line. Burning it up, baby. Man, just kind of hard to do a little burnout with these cars. They got no. There we go. Spins it around, gets it into the grass. That'll give us some good tire spin. Just gotta get those tires spinning off of the grass so you can come back up and do a burnout. Great win here tonight by Randall. We're going to go ahead and bring up Kyle Pettigraph, who finishes second place. Kyle, man, take me through. I think a couple of things happened to you here. Did you get a black flag on the initial start?
Yeah, that I did. Car was creeping forward, and I wasn't paying attention. And as soon as that green flag flew, all of a sudden the black flag flew right behind it for me.
Man.
Unfortunate. I was hoping I was gonna avoid. I seen it creeping. I was like, maybe since it's creeping, it won't throw a flag, and it did. Unfortunately.
Man, that's unfortunate. I wasn't sure what happened there. I thought, it was either that or a pit strategy at some point. But that's unfortunate. But I mean, you were reeling him in during those green flags, and then that green flag pit stop. What did you just do? Gas?
Yeah, just gas only. Was hoping to make up some time, and then unfortunate for Randall, but fortunate for me, he got a penalty there, so it helped me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so the race itself was very up and down for me. Got way behind. I was making up all kinds of time on Randall. You roughly about a second a lap, roughly,
Yeah.
and he got that penalty, and it just set me way ahead of him. And I was doing great. I was doing wonderful. And then all of a sudden, I tried a different strategy going into the road course section, and brakes locked up, and it just slid straight for the wall. And I ended up having to go in for repairs, and it was pretty bad. I was like, well, there goes my race. Well, then I left the pits, and I got another black flag. So, but all in all, it's
Oh.
still a good race. So come out P2.
Yeah, it looks like it was fun out there, challenging, which I love because it's not just your normal, get out there and press the gas and go. And I feel like these cars are a little lighter than what you're probably
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah. You definitely throw these things around for sure. It was a very fast Mazda for sure. Want to give a big shout out though to the Hot Dog Stand podcast guys, Spartan Transportation, IROC TV, and Loud Pedal TV. Without these guys, we couldn't do this. So big shout out to them for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, again, congratulations on your second place, Kyle. Next week, heading to Phoenix. Have you gotten? Actually, let me ask you this: have you practiced at any of these other Rovals that I've never heard?
A handful of them. I have thrown a few laps around just to test to make sure everything was
Okay,
good with them.
awesome. Are you looking forward to Phoenix?
Oh yeah, but most definitely, most definitely. But I don't want to take too much of your time because we got the winner right here, Mr. Randall. Why don't you take a minute and let this man say a few words?
Man, Randall, come home. You qualified on the pole. It looked like you had just about run away with this race due to the black flag at the beginning of the race. But then you got a black flag on pit road halfway through the race. Take me through that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my pit road limiter to work, and I couldn't get it to work. It's just grayed out, and it caught me on pit road. I thought, oh man, I just threw it all away.
Oh man, I didn't know. I was like, man, is one person changing all the tires? That's what I thought maybe it happened. I was like, man, they're taking a long time on pit road. It would be nice if my thing would tell me who got black flags, because then I wouldn't have to wonder. But uh, fortunately, you were able to rally back and overtake Kyle there in the closing laps. And once you got that penalty, did you just think it was over?
I wasn't sure. I knew I wasn't going to give up until I got to the checkered flag. This sim coach's Mazda was fast today, real fast, and I got to give a shout out to sim coaches. They provide me with top of the line pedals that are just excellent.
That's awesome. Well, you come home a winner here tonight at the Rockingham Roval. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I like to say Lawrence there at sim coaches and Kyle here for even putting this on. This makes up a little bit for last week. Last week didn't go so well.
Well, good. Awesome. Well, congratulations on your first place win here tonight.
Well, thank you
Well,
very
I guess
much.
that was, I contradicted myself. I said first place win.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I won't be here next week. Got a family emergency I got to take care of, but we'll see you on the next one.
Sounds great. Well, I hope everything goes great with the family. And since we won't see, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Because after next week, we don't come back to I think the fourth. So we'll see you then.
We'll see you then. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Randall. Awesome. Well, that was Randall and Kyle here tonight. Your first and second place finishers. Once again, want to thank Loud Pedal TV for being a sponsor, as well as Spartan Transportation LLC. This is Timothy Hampton. I am with IROC TV. Make sure next week, Phoenix Roval, right here, another 50 laps. You're not going to want to miss it. 8 p.m. Be here, and we will see you next week. Have a great night, everybody.